actually try to get it all together. There was a boy come in the bar at the time who was friendly with Willie Honeyman. His name was wee Bobby Robertson, and his father was the league secretary. And we had a wee word with Bobby. Bobby said, I'll put a word on you, see if we can get you in the Stirling District League. And so Jimmy Robertson was his father, he was the league secretary.
Right,
so we got out to Plain to the Plain Welfare, to the AGM, to see if we could get a team in the league.
That's right, aye. And that's where it all started.
Aye, and we got a lot of boys wanted us in the league because Bannockburn they had a football team years before.
The analysis team that disbanded about, must have been late 50s, early 60s.
Aye, and they were quite a handy team.
They were very, very good.
Being the secretary, I had to look at all the other teams' colours and think to ourselves, well, let's make sure if I've only got one set of strips, we didn't clash with anybody. So for that reason, we managed to get yellow strips, and about 2 days before it, my wife was showing black numbers onto the yellow strips, and John was taking care of the playing side, getting all the boys into the training and all that, ready for the first game, and we was all excited, and we were playing a team called Blackadders, and we never really knew what to expect, but we thought we had everything organised, John,
Oh, aye. It was great.
Until, and they showed up with what?
They showed up with yellow tops, aye.
Yellow tops. So we went like that, oh my God, what are we going to do here? Because, God, we're only going to mess up on the first day. So I ran along the house here and I says to my mother, any ideas what we can do? She says, well, if you go upstairs and going through the back bedroom, I'm sure there's a pile of old white shirts of you and your brother David's in the bottom drawer. So I goes up there, finds the shirts, and they've all got buttons down the front of them, you know, but they're all white shirts.
I'd done the job.
Takes them along and they done the job, Johnny.
Aye, great, aye.
And what was the score again in that first game?
6-0.
We should have kept them strips, eh?
Aye.
They were lucky.
6-0, aye.
The nucleus of the club and the players have always been local. There's always been boys as well who've been out with the area because, again, if you wanted a bit of success, you had to try and get the better players. But I think there was, especially the team that played against Blantyre, there was probably 80% of that team were Stirling, Bannockburn area. And obviously it's been the same with committees. You've always had local boys and they've always been fortunate as well to have good committees. But players come and go and committee members come and go as well, but I think the nucleus has always been local.
We were formed in 1968, managed to get to a Scottish Cup final only a few years later. You know, within, what was it, 4 years? 72, within 4 years the club were playing in their first Scottish Amateur Cup final.
And it was what a path it was going. The amount of stuff that you take in, and you knew exactly what you had to do on the, not just on the park, off the park, and I think. Yeah.
And when Wally came, was one of the big changes that things started to get a wee bit more professional. There was more structure at the training was better. There was better facilities for the training. It was a case of saying, well, we'll have to get a pitch, or we'll have to go to AstroTurf, or we'll have to go somewhere to get better facilities, because if you want to be a wee bit successful, you're going to have to be a wee bit more less amateur and a bit more professional.
If you didn't learn to look after yourself, then you sure as hell had to after training with Willie. And I think Duncan Ferguson.
That's right, Duncan came and trained for a wee while.
Jim's laddie, James Kilmarnock, he helped.
Caldwell's came as well. The two Caldwell laddies used to come and train with us.
Great education, training with experienced boys. It brought a winning mentality.
And that's continued.
Willie was only first manager I can used to weigh you. You mind of that, Willie?
What's that?
Used to weigh some of the players.
Aye.
I can mind of that.
It's a good job Greg Maitland wasn't doing
Get that was coming.
It was one of the times when finally getting to the final, because the previous number of years it was semi-final, quarter-finals, and it was one of those ones you thought, were you ever going to get there? And I think the feeling definitely within the team was when we got there, we weren't going to let the chance pass us up.
The semi-final was a massive game for us. We played Liberton Cropley, and we had been beat in 2 previous semi-finals. And the third one was crucial. We had to get out of the line,
And we didn't get off to the best of starts,
No.
I get caught underneath the ball, coming across, boy sitting behind me, one touch, bang, 18 yards into the goal. Oh, no,
Here we go again.
Exactly, that's how everybody felt, I think, Joe.
But again, picked ourselves up, kept it going, and we were later on in the second half before we got that equaliser.
Who got that equaliser?
Ramsey?
No.
Youngie?
No.
Jimmy Morton?
No.
Jimmy Morton got
Jimmy's
the winner,
got the winner,
didn't he?
Jimmy got the winner.
It must be you then.
It was me.
Why did you ask?
It was mad distance, a tap in.
I remember the goal now.
Perfect for me, like. So it was great.
Ladyville Park on the 9th of May 1987, 10 AM in the morning. 10 AM. View the boys lumbering up before the game. Up Brian Norris as well. Looking rather colourful, I may add.
I think the video of the training session in the morning is one of the funniest things that if you ever get a chance to see it. It was everywhere. It must have been the worst training session ever. And I can remember Wally telling us that night he knew at that point we were going to win.
It's Harry with Harry Mark too. Right, gentlemen. Right, Dick.
Bannockburn's most sent-off player. How many times, Jim? I didn't keep, couldn't you? It's a sort of draw between you and Big Jimmy Ramsey to see who's the sort of best dressed regarding fashion in the amateurs team. Is this the case, Jim?
The home of Scottish football. Hampden Park. Must be a dream of every player to play here in a Scottish Cup final. For most of the Bannockburn team, well, it's their first time. But a few will remember the success when they won the West of Scotland Cup in 1982.
The team will be played to suit us. We'll play the way we want to play. We'll not be dictated by them. Okay? Right. Colin, Ian Maitland, Tommy Sweeten, Jim Fowler, Ian Conway, Brian Hunter, Robert Beaton, Harry Bruce, James Stone, Ian Young, Jim Ramsey, Davy Halco and Jimmy Morton on the bench. Right? We'll take 13 late at the end of the day and make out of it. But the point is, we get ourselves ready, we'll go and feel the park, see what it's like, and we're back in here at 20k.
Players out inspecting the park. Young James Todd there, dressed to kill.
Take this to my own grave with me was actually the day after we won the Scottish Cup the first time, being able to take the trophy down to my grand's house and actually let her see it. She wasn't able to go to the cup final, or my papa, and for years I'd watched her clean the strips, actually in a bath, standing, piling through the strips in a bath to clean them. And I think for all my years with the club, that might just have been the one thing that seen her face, tops everything.
The 8-7 against Motherwell Miners, which was an occasion. And one of the photographs you cherish quite well is before the game we managed to get these two in their Bannockburn strips down at the side of the park to get a photo, which is something that's well cherished within the house.
I think it was a build-up, and I think if you go back to the previous round, the semi, we were 2-0 doing it, Kilburn with 10 minutes to go,
right.
And the team had that kind of spirit. And I think when you lead back to the final, I think Wally had us doing training in the morning. One of the funny things was finished training, the boys for Airdrie came up to my mum's house as she'd all the rolls and sausage. Again, you can imagine now the dietitians rolls and sausage before a cup final as down to the pub, onto the bus, and it's a brilliant day.
We've got our driver here, Mr. Sandy McInnes. Oh yeah. Very experienced driver, guaranteed not to get us lost in the way to Hampden. Smash. Here we are on Bannockburn Main Street. You can see all the fans milling around waiting on their buses coming.
I think was that the game that went to extra time?
Extra time, aye.
Extra time, aye.
Would you like to make a prediction, Colin?
2-1 after extra time.
After extra time?
Aye, because I think it'll be tight, but you'll be the fitter team.
It's one of the stalwarts of the team. How long have you been with the team for now, Harry?
11 years.
I just hope I didn't miss as many sitters as I missed the last time. Right, and here's the boys, that's wee Harry. Say hello, Harry. And the wee fella there. Right, still ready lines, how you doing?
Alright.
Aye, how you getting on?
Fine.
Still as fit as a fiddle? This is the Bannockburn team manager, of course, Mr. Willie McCullough, not to be mixed up with the goalkeeper, Mr. Willie McCullough. How do you see it going today, Bill?
I'm the younger guy, Joe.
How do you see it going?
I'll be a good game, I think. Good old game.
Quite confident, Willie?
Quite confident, aye.
But no, I think the fact that we'd won the final before and beat Motherwell, we were confident against Blantyre, and that's the way it turned out. I thought it was a pretty even game.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, Josie.
Yeah. Grass is long, eh?
That is long, right? I thought they give it a wee trim, eh?
I'm sure if I remember right as well, they strips onto their V-necks to go over the toad seats.
How was that, John?
Am I right in saying that, Josie?
You're wrong.
He had to put his one upside down.
They scored first, a free kick, as I recall.
Mr. Beaton in the left there scored. Rasper for 20 yards.
I thought it was further than that, Dougie.
No, it was 20.
It gets further as the years go on. It's right, it was probably about 20 yards. We'd been piling the pressure on, and it didn't look as though it was going to be our day, because I didn't think we were under any great pressure at the back, apart from being a goal down. But it turned out that we managed to, once we got the equaliser, I think there was only going to be one winner.
And then one final as the player manager, although I wasn't playing. I dropped myself.
Dropped yourself.
Been here often enough, and some of you stay, we've all experienced it. You're out there and you're back in. Is that the first half already? Simple as that. It's all about the team the day, there's a bit of composure, plays the football. especially on a pitch like that. Can't complain about the pitch, it's great, no wind, nothing. Can't get better condition. It's up to us. Good enough, boys.
When we beat Galson, my late father was at the game and he pulled me aside after it and called me a lucky wee. I'll not tell you what he called me because he followed one side of Glasgow all his days and followed Scotland all his days, and all I ever wanted to do was step on Hampden turf, and I got to do it with an amateur club, and he was absolutely raging, you know. But it's proud for me, and I was just proud for her to be involved with the club and the whole village because they all supported us.
But the only disappointing thing for me about the two finals is we didn't win them outright. You know, see, you win on penalties, it's brilliant to win on penalties. It's like the playoffs in England. If you win the game in Wembley, it's actually better than being first or second league. It's brilliant to win on penalties, but it's a 50-50 shot. I would like to have went there and beat like say Balmore 2-3 and show them how good a side we are. Well, another memory I have for the first final, it's the bad side of management, or the not so pretty side of management, when we've got 18 players and I've got to tell two guys to leave and get their jersey. That's difficult to do when you go the whole season, you've got 16 players and you've got 5 subs and I'm one of the subs. And then for the first time in the season you've got 2 guys not getting their jersey, that was hard. And a lot of people just do that as a matter of course, but to me it's difficult for me to do that. Emotionally, we would have had 3 centre halves on the bench, which didn't make sense. So we had to leave Billy Bell out.
And young Jamie.
I tried to give Jamie one medal after the game. He said, here, I'm going to take it. I made him take it.
That was the start of quite a successful period in relation to league titles. I think this is my kind of the end of my 13th season. I think I must have 6, I think we were about 6 league titles in that period. It's something that I've always been pretty proud of, is the league success that we've had when I've been at the club. But as my dad and all the older guys will tell us, we've still not got a Scottish Cup.
So is that mean your dad's got the bragging rights in your family?
100%, 100%.
West of Scotland Cup final in 2009.
I remember that. What happened in that final for you?
Being a goalkeeper, I broke my arm in the 90th minute at nothing each, which was never ideal, but the big physio Jim McNee at the time, can you move your fingers? Aye, it's no problem. So luckily we went on an extra time, we won 2-0. A great day. Just my dad says with Scottish Cup final, you know, a great occasion. Getting to play in the final with my brother. I don't know if there's many folk that say they've won a major comp with their brothers, which I think for Bannockburn there's quite a few folk probably can.
Once you had local players here, look how long you kept them. I mean, if you go through the history of the club, There's been boys been by the club for 20 odd years, and I don't think you get that.
The social side of it as well has always been round about the pub, the Tartan Arms.
Aye.
You came back here after the training, as Dougie said, for a couple of beers after the game on a Saturday. You leave for here for the away games. So, and there's boys that are local who, even if they're just going out for a social drink, will come to the Tartan Arms for a beer. So you're always bumping into guys that you played with and trained with, sort of thing. And I think that's just the way it is. That's why everybody kind of keeps in touch with each other.
And all the boys will sit with a patter, some great, Ken, it was a great patter, and Ken, the boys, Ken.
You talk about the family club feeling about the place. I had to take the boys to the game with me because my wife used to work night shifts on the Friday and Saturdays as a nurse, and to take them along to the football, and they were well looked after at the side of the park while the game was going on, and you know that you always seem to feel that maybe helped them towards the future of what they wanted to do, see the club, see how it was run, the friendships that was built up around about that, and how they take care of people.
You find that you've made friendships through the club for the years that you were there?
No.
What folk should that have?
Look at me then. After I saw a front.
I know.
So anyway, here's to the next 50 years, Joe. I don't think we might not be here at the 100th.
I don't think so.
We might not be.